everyone, and welcome to the Environmental Sciences program, where you go beyond the classroom into forests, grasslands, wetlands, parklands, and prepare for more than a job. My name is Chetna Gupta, and I'm the instructor and program head at the Lakeland College in Applied Environmental Sciences major.
And I am Chris Novak. I'm a hydrologist and I am an instructor in Lakeland College. So what I want to talk to you guys a little bit about here was applied environmental science. So this is a new program being offered by the environmental science department here at Lakeland. And I'm going to kind of lay out who this appeals to. Why do we have a new kind of general environmental science program? Does this feel like you guys at all? Are you outdoorsy, motivated, passionate about the environment, but you're not really sure where that fits into an environmental career? You know you like working with your hands, you know you like being outdoors, you want to do something about the environment, but the environmental career just sounds very kind of vague at this point to you. That's fine. Like, environmental science and the natural world is unfathomably complex, and trying to figure out what you do, how you make a career out of this, is difficult. This is why we designed applied environmental science to kind of answer this question for you. I know what I want to do, I know I want to be outdoors, I know I want to work with the environment, but what does that actually mean in terms of a career? So with applied environmental science, it is a general environmental science degree where you get to learn about kind of all the different aspects of environmental science. We hit on all these different areas to give you the knowledge you need to figure out, all right, this is what I want to do with my life. You know, this is what I want my career to be for the next 40 years. Before I kind of make any big decisions about what that is, let me figure out what environmental science is as a career. So you're going to be taking a diverse offering of different courses, and hopefully throughout that first and second year, you figure out where your passion lies. You figure out what you want to do with this. As you take those courses, you're going to be learning all of these job-ready skills. That kind of comes baked into the cake of environmental science. We are very good about offering you only courses and skills that companies actually want. And throughout that, you're going to find your niche. You're going to figure out, all right, guys, I really like soils. Like, soils are my thing, which would be fantastic. You can either choose to then maybe transfer into a different program, or you can take our program, stay in applied environmental science, and in the second year, you get to pick elective courses, which is something that only applied environmental scientist students get to do. So in that second year, you've done all your first year courses, you know what you're passionate about, you can pick elective courses that support that career ambition. You know you want to be working, say, in reclamation. Well, you can take a bunch of reclamation courses in order to get to that end goal. So really what we offer you guys here in Applied Environmental Science is a non-committal, flexible way to get into the environmental science and then allow you to control your learning, allow you to sculpt your knowledge and your education to what you want to do, what you're truly passionate about. So if we kind of look at these different spheres of environmental science, these all are environmental science. Environmental science is complex. It's the intersection of soil, vegetation, wildlife, water. What we try to do here at Applied Environmental Science is kind of put you smack dab in the middle so that you can figure out, all right, like, there's some parts of this, you know, kind of convoluted Venn diagram that I like, and there's other parts I like less. That's perfectly okay, but you find it out here in your diploma so that you can really structure your next 40 years of work to what you want to do. And where I think that really shines with applied environmental science is by giving you a little bit of everything, you really learn what you love in environmental science. And then knowing that, and by picking your electives and choosing which direction you want to take it, you can take it in a bunch of different directions. So you could go straight into the workforce. You're going to have this skill set which is employable. You're going to know how to ID soils. You're going to know how to ID plants. You're going to know how to do a river assessment if you get put into a river. You're going to have all these different skill sets. Where I think the general, or rather the applied environmental science program really works is if you use that as a launching off point to other couple more years of education. So if you want to go to our applied bachelor's degree here at Lakeland, so that's a extra year of schooling. So you'll do a third year here at Lakeland. That fourth year, you'll be working for a company and you'll be paid as an employee of that company, but you'll also be earning school credit. So that way you can graduate after those 4 years, having worked for one of them with an applied bachelor's degree. We also have university transfer agreements with all the major universities in Western Canada. Now, this is where I think Lakeland does a really good job, is we let you take 2 years here at Lakeland Lakeland College, and you get to have 2 years of the best field skills that anybody can offer. We do field skills and field training and skill set work better than anybody else. Then you do 2 years here, you transfer to a university, you do 2 more years at that university where you learn your, I don't know, French philosophy and your Greek history and all those other kind of university courses. Then after that 4 years, you graduate as long as any other student who had gone to that university from the very beginning. However, they did not get as good field skills as you have. So I really like this pathway for you guys as a way to get a bachelor's degree from a university, but having better field skills at the end of it. And it's also cheaper.
So if you choose to enroll for environmental sciences program, in your first year of your diploma, you will have the common first year courses which every environmental science student takes. So in these first year courses, you will get a strong foundation to be successful in your diploma program. You will gain advanced knowledge in chemistry. You will learn basics of plant IDs, soil sciences, and also the limnology. You will also develop skills in applied fields like GIS and remote sensing, and also in scientific writing, which is going to help you in your second year diploma program. All these courses are supplemented with labs and field components. In your second year diploma program, you will take specific courses which are geared towards applied environmental sciences, and you will also have a choice to take elective courses which are based on your interest and your goals. So in your second year specific courses, you will learn the technical skills in the areas of report writing, soil classification, delineation of wetlands, and also environmental site assessment. These courses are supplemented with labs and field visits. So you will develop skills which are field ready and also have chance to network and learn from industry experts. The diverse courses which you are going to take in your second year, they are designed to let you experience different fascinating aspects of environmental science. You will learn about soil reclamation. You will be up to date on environmental regulations. You will learn how to sustainably manage the wetlands. You will gain experience in riparian health assessment, plant identification, industrial and municipal waste management, and also in technical writing and communication skills. As with all the courses students take in environmental sciences program at Lakeland College, we put emphasis on technical skills which are used by companies in the field right now. For example, developing the protection programs for water and soils, how to sustainably manage our water resources which are declining on a daily basis, how to conduct environmental monitoring and site assessments, and also how to complete field surveys. In next couple slides, I will share some pictures showing the skills students gain throughout the outdoor labs and field visit. Students are taking surface water samples in this picture in the frigid cold temperatures in February. It was a lot of fun. Next slide is showing the groundwater sampling done by the students again in the cold winter season, and that is part of their groundwater monitoring course. Students also learn how to do soil classification and soil sampling in one of the courses they take in their second year program. These two pictures were taken during the Hinton trip, where students learned the field skills in biomonitoring and habitat assessment, where you use organisms to assess environmental contamination of surrounding water. As part of environmental site assessment course, students get to do phase 1 site assessment in industrial setting, which included not only the ground truthing exercise, but also the desktop component of it. Phase 2 site assessment was conducted in nearby land where there was some contamination, and students are learning how the phase 2 site assessment is done, and also what sampling protocols should be followed when we are collecting samples to assess the contamination on that piece of land. An important aspect of environmental science is to reduce the environmental footprint of our important industries. Field tour to these sites will help you to understand what can be done to protect our environment in terms of how we can manage the waste so that environmental footprint can be reduced or neglected.
So after your 2 years in AES, this is where you should be when you graduate. We want you to be ready for the next step in your career. You will know at this point what part of environmental science you are really passionate about and which part don't you like. That's fine. Most environmental scientists sort of focus on one area or another, and this is the perfect opportunity to do that. You're going to be an environmental professional. What I mean by that is you're going to know how to conduct yourself in a professional way. You're going to have networked with industry. You're going to know how from day one, if you get hired by a company, that you can step into that workplace and not be out of place. You can step in and behave like an environmental professional, both in terms of conduct and also in terms of the quality of work that you put out. You're going to be field ready. Boy howdy, are you going to be field ready? This is something we do really well at Lakeland College, is you guys get a lot of field time, a lot of hands-on experience, so that from day one, you know if you're going out to the field, you better have rain gear with you, because you've probably had a lab where you got rained on at one point, and you kind of learned that lesson then. Employers really like that about our grads, is that they've learned a lot of those hard lessons here in school, rather than going to a company totally green. You'll be eligible to apply for a couple different professional designations. So these are those letters behind your name that everybody likes to see. You're going to have a environmental professional with Eco Canada. So environmental professional with a little T means training. So this is one group, and you can also get AIA membership. So with AIA, that would be a registered technologist, I believe. Both of these show you as having the education, having the work experience to hold that designation, and it gives you a little bit more credibility behind you. Our graduates are eligible for both. So with that, I would like to thank you guys for considering applied environmental science, and we can't wait to see you next fall.
Thank you guys for your attention and going through the presentation. Hope to see you guys.